Hey everybody, this is my 1978 Ford F-150 Ranger. It's got an Explorer package with a 400 cubic inch V8 and a C6 automatic transmission. It's a gorgeous truck. The color is one of my favorites. It's Jade Glow Green, and it has been resprayed probably about 10 years ago. It's built out of San Jose, sold out of Bick Snow Ford here in Oregon, in the Milton Freewater area. We'll go through and show you some of the pros and cons on the truck. But with this one, the pros heavily outweigh the cons. It's just a few blemishes in the paint from the respray, but this is one of my favorite colors. It's a great riding truck. Just really pleased with how it came out. And I will say, as far as this is probably the first time that we've ever done a black wheel on a truck. We went back and forth, didn't know if we should do the Wimbledon white, or a silver, or the black, and black it was. So if that's a deal breaker for you, we can redo the wheels in any color that you like. But that being said, let's go over some of this stuff. We'll start here in the engine compartment. 400 cube. When we got it, it already had a pretty recent tune-up in it. So it's got some really nice MSD wires. It had new spark plugs. We put some valve cover gaskets on it. We put a remanufactured power steering pump. The cap and rotor were already redone. It's got the original carburetor. We went and retuned that. The heater hoses on it are really nice. Fairly new upper and lower radiator hoses. We put some new battery cables on. This is actually batteries from 21, but it tests really well, and the truck starts up really well with it. Let's see. The power steering, the brake master cylinder was new when we got it. Not new, but it had been replaced recently when we got it. And let's see, I think the booster may be original. There actually might be paperwork on it being replaced at some point. But the truck is, and this is a fairly recent radiator too. I don't believe I have paperwork on that, but just looking at that, that's a fairly new radiator. We adjusted the rear brakes. The truck hadn't been driven for a while, so we went through and just cleaned those up. The hardware on it was nice, the shoes were nice, everything. The drums were nice. It was just all in really nice shape, just needed to be cleaned up from sitting. And then the front has disc rotors, or disc brakes, I'm sorry. The rotors, pads, and everything else is nice. The calipers are nice. We put a new steering stabilizer on it. We did new front and rear shocks. And then you can see how nice the metal is underneath here. That's the driver floor pan. That is extremely solid. There's no rust that we've seen on the truck at all. Now there's little things like this where there's some surface rust, but that's just kind of wear. But nothing that's bubbling, nothing that's just a little compound from a detail. But nothing that's concerning at all on the truck. I believe this is a replacement rear bumper at some point. And then going back to the wheels and tires, we put these, I love these Falcon Wild Peaks. We put a set of these on there, 33 1250 15s. And then this is really cool. The back of this, the bed is just in really nice shape. You can see The wheel wells have a little bit of wear to them, but nothing that's indicates heavy use. And when the truck was resprayed, the bed was resprayed too, I believe, that I remembered seeing. Yeah, a little bit of stuff like this where there's, you can see where it was resprayed. But all in all, the bed on this truck is really, really nice. Some of the flaws in the paint, you'll see a couple scratches like this here and there, and then a little bit of paint that's starting to fade there. A few runs, you'll see, kind of have to look for it, but there's a run right there. And then a little bit of a, I don't know what happened there, that won't come out, but that's pretty minor. Then little things like this where there's just little dings or nicks. A little bit of a scratch right there on the grill. But overall, the grill's in really nice shape. We'll go across the hood here. There's a little bit of, you can see right there, some paint right there. It's just, it's not perfect, but it's a really nice respray. And then you see some something hit the hood there just driving, and little dings like that. I don't know if you can see in there, but overall, I mean, this is, I would classify this as a very nice local show truck. This could be a daily driver, it could be a weekend show truck. I mean, it's just a gorgeous, unique truck. Your neighbor will not have the same color in his driveway. And then aside from those, I mean, there's probably other things that I haven't seen that are paint blemishes, or I guess, you know, there's some, it's kind of hard to say what that is, but a lot of it's just, you know, where paint got a little heavy and just started to drip. And then you can see two blemishes up there. Looks like they may have had something scratch that when they were carrying something loaded up. And then little things like this, which is, you know, I don't really notice those too much. We put new tailgate bezels in, new tail lights. We put new side markers in, front and rear. We did new lenses for the turn signals up front. Those are the headlights that came with it, original bumper that came with it. This is the original Explorer badging emblem. It's really cool. And then you can see up top too, the roof is in really nice shape. The drip rails are in very nice shape. And this is probably a fairly recent piece of glass. It's a Carlite glass. It's the original Ford glass that they use. And you see stuff like this. I'm not saying it's the original windshield. I'm just saying it's what Ford calls for the glass, Carlite. Little things like this where you can see it was resprayed. And a little bit of overspray in there too. But this is really one of the nicest interiors that we've had. It's just, I don't know what it is about the green. I'm really drawn to it. This is fairly original. So the radio, I've got a receipt for back in '89 when the original owner had that radio put in. This is the original style seat. I don't know if this was rebuilt or not. It's got, you know, some wear points in it, just stuff like that. Sorry about the light. And then you can see where some of the fabric's just starting to not wear, but it's starting to frizzle, I guess. But This is definitely new carpet. You can see that carpet is original on the side on the kick panels. Then that's new jade green carpet. I did not do that. I just know that because I've done this color before in another truck. We've got the metal VIN tag. And then the sticker, the jam sticker. But this is extremely comfortable interior, extremely nice interior. And then you can see all that too. That's just glue. That's the original primer under there. Rear slider. It's just all in really nice condition. And then whoever put the carpet in also put some new seat belts in. Sorry about that light. Which is a really nice touch. You know, when we end up doing seat belts like that, it always adds a nice refreshing feel to it. But again, that was done before we got it. And then that's what I believe to be the original headliner. The sun visors, and a lot of times these need to be fixed, but those are the original little extensions that clip into the hanger there. But just a really cool truck. So bottom of the doors are in excellent condition. The rockers are in great condition. This is another area that I always get concerned about when I go and look at trucks, is in the door jambs. A lot of times this will rust in here, and then it'll rust through, and then you'll get a bunch of holes and rot up there. And that's as nice as you're going to want to see it right there. And then all that inside the door, the jamb, all that's nice and clean. And I was really like that. I mean, this is the story that I got on the truck was, let me show you this. So everything in there is nice and clean. There's not a bunch of leaves like you find normally. But the story I got with this truck, and I tend to believe it, is, you know, it was a garaged truck. The undercarriage, I think, verifies that story. But it's just a really nice, well cared for truck. It was actually a pleasant surprise seeing that it was as nice as it was. So it's let's see, what am I missing? The exhaust is, I don't have a receipt for this, I don't think, but the exhaust looks like it's probably, you know, 10 or 20 years old, but it's also kind of a testament to how well the truck was taken care of. Sounds great. Starts up really easily. Let's see. Okay, well, speaking of that, let's go for a ride, and I hope you guys like this. Jade green, love it. Thanks.